Lycans are not the superior breed that we vampires are. They're scruffy, and they make a lot of mess, and they have to be dealt with in short order.
Lycans function really well as a pack, whereas vampires work well as solitary creatures. But ultimately, they're the same. They want to come out on top. It's survival of the fittest.
A huge aspect of vampire coven life is intrigue, and in this one even clearer than before. There are like several people that have their own agenda.
We are losing the war, Thomas. If we stay as we are, our species will be extinct within 5 years. The Eastern Covenant is under threat, and we as a species need all the help that we can get.
The Eastern Covenant is perhaps a little bit arrogant in its ways. It's done a pretty good job of fending off Lycan attacks for however many years. And with that, I think, grows a certain level of hubris.
No Lycan pack would dare to attack our coven. Our defenses would rip them apart.
Cassius, he's the leader of the council, and James brought a gravitas to that, which was really fantastic.
Cassius is of the old school, and as leader of the council, he's responsible not just for the history of the coven, but also for its discipline. And he feels that Selene in the past has transgressed too much to be allowed safe passage.
You need Selene. Her prowess, her leadership, her intimate knowledge of Lycans. And her combat skills are second to none.
He's right, she is the most lethal death dealer we've ever had.
She killed one of her own. I acknowledge her skills, but I don't trust the woman. I don't think Cassius trusts any women, curiously. He's not keen on the daughters of Eve, Cassius. I will hold you, Samira, personally responsible for controlling her.
Of course.
Samira is just as dangerous, but subtler.
Samira is a chameleon and has an endless thirst for power. Depending on who she's around, she transforms and manipulates a situation to her advantage.
She's like an incredible chess player.
Do you honestly think I would forgive you for killing Victor? Anna just has the most extraordinary energy. Her eyes would always light up when she would talk about Samira, because she just knew how much fun we could have. That, my sweet yet unimaginative bedfellow, is my area of expertise.
I think you should...
Don't think, Farker, you'll hurt yourself.
Bradley plays a character who is sort of under the thumb of Samira, but he also has enmity and resentment towards Samira.
Varga has very much a militant station within the Coven. There's many a death dealer in the Coven, and Varga tells him what to do. I think he is a relatively responsible leader in that regard. I say that, he murders a bunch of cadets. But it's for the greater good.
Alexia represents the sort of new wave and young blood, and with her youth, she's quite headstrong. She becomes a little bit vulnerable. She represents changing times and the new way of approaching things.
She is betraying the vampires.
Have you found Selene?
Yes, she is headed for the Nordic Coven.
So she has to play the role two different ways. Daisy was able to bring both the vulnerability and also the severity that you need for that role.
I risk everything for this. For you. For us.
I know, my love.
With Marius, Selene is facing probably her most fierce opponent yet.
Marius is a more political, more disciplined foe than maybe the vampires have experienced.
Are you a slave? No. Then don't behave like one.
He is planning and he's organizing and he is basically plotting in a way we haven't seen Lycans work like that.
He is attempting to instill greater discipline, greater strategic thinking into the sort of Lycan mentality. To be totally honest, I quite like a baddie, a villain. I think they often can be quite rewarding and rich people to play, because in a way the challenge is to make them multifaceted and more than just a person doing bad stuff.
Your leader is dead! Take your wounded. Leave.
It's a delight to play a vampire, and a particularly difficult vampire.
What is the meaning of this?
Who is willing to bare his teeth and hiss at anybody.
It's been fun, exhilarating, scary.
There's a lot of new characters, a lot of younger actors.
It's been wonderful to kind of come and join the family.
You can feel Anna kind of pushing the bounds of that genre and trying to sort of reinvent it and make it something fresh.
It's damn good entertainment, you know, and very, very stylish.
I just think it's everyone's dress-up dream. There's swords, there's guns, there's a lot of leather and fangs.
Long may it continue.